DJ Digital in the morning. We're back with Josh and Jase, enjoying Louisiana and getting a little bit of Lafayette flavor. You guys have been staying in the Lafayette area, even though you've been bouncing around everywhere. Without revealing your location, have you been satisfied with your stay? It's not LaBerge, but it's also not North Louisiana. I know that we talked about that experience earlier. How's the stay been? Where you guys, has it been easy to get around?
It's been amazing, yeah. And like I say, if we do get lost, we don't know where to go, the locals will always tell us. That's a beautiful thing about people from Louisiana or Americans in general. They're proud to tell you about the culture and everywhere around in the area. So we're always having somewhere to go.
Yeah. One thing that we saw, I was seeing it and wondering how it was going to go is when I saw you guys were walking into the Frog Festival, which was this past weekend over in Rain, Louisiana. What a great community, by the way. We love our friends in Rain. You not only went to the Frog Festival, but for the first time, and I asked, this had to be the first time because there's a lot of animals that you have both eaten for the very first time in the last 2 weeks. Alligator.
Yep.
Crawfish.
Yep.
Maybe the wrong way.
Bowden.
We'll talk about that. We'll make an apology on air.
Boudin, Bowden. We'll get to that later as well.
It's all right.
But you show up at the Frog Festival, and not only do you eat frog legs, one of you, and I'll let them tell the story, enters the croaking competition, which I didn't even know existed. RV, did you know this existed?
No clue.
I didn't know this existed.
No clue.
So Josh entered us into the frog leg eating competition, which I wasn't too pleased about.
Okay.
Now, I've never tried frog's leg. People it just tastes like chicken. But I kept thinking of Kermit the Frog every time I would eat that.
Were you sad?
I couldn't swallow the food.
Crying whilst eating it.
Yeah. I was thinking, Miss Piggy's going to come after me.
Yeah, big trouble, man.
But and then later on, we find out that there's a frog croaking competition. So we
walk me through that. So I saw the video, but what is... I've heard of duck calling.
I've heard of duck calling.
And you guys have visited the Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
You have your
Great
own
guys.
custom duck calls now, right? Yeah. I've heard of yodeling. There's even that one competition. We'll have to Google it. There's a competition where a wife either calls her husband. Or, have you seen that one? It's a competition.
Your wife calls the husband.
We had an intern who would Google things on the fly. He's not here.
Wait.
Either a wife calls her husband or a husband has to call. No, I think it's the wife.
The wife calling the husband.
Wife calling the husband, get over here!
Like beckoning him.
I'm not married, so I'm going the other way.
But a croaking competition, you both enter. By the way, no, you enter, both of you guys.
Yeah.
Josh, this was Josh's doing, but you end up taking the cake.
Yeah. So Josh steps up and does the most British croak you ever heard. He literally goes...
Should we replay what we did?
I would like to sample. Josh, you go first.
Okay, I'll try and recreate it. I'll do mine first, then Jase will do his.
There we go.
I went like this. Don't get me wrong, there's hundreds of people watching, by the way, and I just went, ribbit. And I thought Jase has got to do something to pull it out of the bag here. If we're going home with a medal, he's got to do something. And this guy steps up, give him an example.
I didn't think I did that well. I just went like... and next thing I know, I've ended up winning a $50 bar tab and winning the whole thing.
And you know what? Hero of the people, he gave it to a fan. He said, here's the bar tab.
As long as you can give it to a child.
I was about to ask, what did you drink for that $50?
Knock yourself out, kiddo.
Go ahead.
This was Uncle Jase. So, that's a great... So you guys have literally, I feel like, have captured so much of our culture in a short amount of time. What made you choose Louisiana? I have to know, because you guys have a ton of fans in Texas. Am I right? Is that...
Yeah.
Do you know your fan base based on metrics.
Yeah.
Where do the most Josh and Jase fans...
I just want to say Louisiana, normally we get people meeting us, right? But Louisiana has been absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Mind the pun, we got swamped yesterday at the Rain Festival.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. 200, 300 people wanting photos. It was crazy.
The
Louisianans show out.
Yeah.
It's been a good week. We got a pope. We claimed a pope.
You got a pope, an American pope.
We got an American pope with roots in the 7th Ward of New Orleans. So
you trying to claim it?
Everyone's trying to claim
Chicago, isn't he?
It's Chicago, but we're he's got roots here. So
the tree just says it all.
Right. So either way, so it's been a big week. Josh, Jase, the Pope.
It's an American thing to do.
There you go, take it and go.
No, he's from Louisiana.
We're claiming him. All of a
He went
sudden,
here once on a trip.
he loves
He could two-step.
bounce music. Exactly.
Child on holiday.
Another thing is the music. I know you guys are definitely focused on food, but have you heard zydeco music yet? Have you?
No, so we're heading... New Orleans will be the last stop.
Oh,
we do on
wow.
this trip, so we've got a feeling that the music's going to hit us there.
It'll be a little different. It'll be more your second line jazz, bounce music. New Orleans has its own flair, but where you guys were the weekend, the zydeco music, which you'll hear a variation of Cajun music. You guys were in Homa yesterday, so that's they call it down the bayou. You know, Lana Del Rey is out there.
Oh, really?
She met a swamp tour guy.
We're actually going to collab with her.
And never looked the other way.
Oh, okay.
So
Married alligator hunter? Is he a hunter?
no, he's a guide. Or I'm sure he hunts them too, but
A guide.
he knows them
There's
enough
a
to be
guide.
around them and bring people to them.
He's a guide.
Alligator guide.
I didn't realize that was in Louisiana. I didn't realize that.
Louisiana. So, but no, it's special to have you guys here. So the music, and when we come back, one thing I want to know is, like, I feel like there was a stereotype about Louisiana, and somewhere along the way, did Josh and Jase debunk this myth or this stereotype about Louisiana? Josh and Jase on the show. Hold that thought. We're right back. DJ Digital in the morning. It's Hot 107.9.